Hello everybody, my name is Matthew Nava and I currently work at Headlines Barbershop Brandon, but I will soon be working at Headlines Barbershop Bloomingdale. And today, for me, it'll be a trip down memory lane, but for you guys, it'll be an introduction to how I became a barber. When I'm usually talking to my clients, we always usually end up speaking about when and where I started my beginnings as a barber. So I feel like it's time for me to share my story. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first time I decided to pick up the clippers was spring of 2020. It was my freshman year of high school, and 2020, it was COVID time and everyone was in quarantine. So I was like, might as well give myself a self haircut. But I always told myself I did not want to mess myself up. So I would go to YouTube, and shout out to 360GZ and Chris Basio. I would watch their videos religiously just to make sure I didn't mess myself up. At the time, I had a perm. I know, don't come at me. Please don't come at me. I had a perm and I had like a mid fade on the sides. So I would just watch videos after videos after videos on that sort of haircut until it finally came time for me to do my haircut. And because of all the videos that I watched, my haircut came out super fire. It did not. It did not. It did not come out fire. It did not come out fire. But that was the first time. The second time, though, it did not come out fire. Neither time. But the thing with me is that I was very persistent, and even though I would mess myself up multiple times, I kept watching videos and I kept cutting my hair just because I felt like a sort of satisfaction while cutting my hair. I always liked the videos, the before and afters. So yeah, I just kept being persistent. After zeking myself up multiple times, I decided to create my first barber station. And the video I'm showing you now is of my first station. It's just an office desk, a barber chair, and a barber mat that I found on Facebook Marketplace for like 80 bucks. And yeah, that's what I started off with, man. That was my station. That was mine. That was mine, and I was super proud to have it. I always took pride on everything that I had, made sure I kept it clean and everything like that. And it was time. It was time to stop cutting my own hair and start cutting the hair of other people. So this was my first victim. Client. His name's Oscar. That is my boy. This is the first haircut I ever gave him. And at first, it looks all right? It looks like a solid haircut. But let me tell you guys, this haircut took 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours and 4 bathroom breaks that haircut took. It was rough, but we had to get through it. The first one's never great. You know me. When you're cutting hair, you're shaking. You're sweating. I was sweating for 2 hours straight, but I knew I had to get it done because his life was in my hands. The video is of my man Angel, man. That is my guy. He would come in every week, even 4 days, even 3 days to get his hair cut. And one of the videos you see like a tiny little ring light. He ended up giving me that to use on my haircuts. It didn't help much. It didn't bring out a lot of light, but I appreciated it so much. And I would just get my reps from him a lot. He would just come in every couple days, and that's how I ended up learning how to become more efficient. At the time, I played soccer, so all my friends that had a little bit of trust in me to cut their hair, I cut their hair. And I just try to get as much reps as possible with all my soccer friends, with everyone that I knew that was kind of my close boys that would just trust me. They were just like, hey, just mess me up, I don't really care. So with them, and then my little brother, I would try a lot of stuff with him, like designs and everything like that. You can see in this video, it wasn't coming out really good, but he's young, he's not even gonna remember that. So yeah, I just kept doing as much as I could. And thankfully, at the time, I wasn't charging for any of my haircuts. Everything was completely free as long as you gave me a little bit of your time. But thankfully, my boys, I have good people around me. They would end up tipping me and giving me a little bit of money for my work, for what I was doing for them. And everything that I got from the business, I put straight back into the business. So as you see in these videos, I upgraded my ring lights. I got a little bit nicer station. I started buying some nicer clippers, And I always try to upgrade my experience for my clients. No matter what, no matter how little experience I had, I always wanted to show that I give a fuck, you know? So you can see these videos that I ended up putting a little bit more effort into my station. So sadly, after a while, I did end up moving houses, which really sucked, because when you're building something, especially clientele, and you move to a different location and it all gets teared down and you have to start from scratch again, that really sucks. But thankfully, I took a different look into it, and I saw it as an opportunity to build up a really nice station for myself. So like I said, everything that I got from the business, I put right back into it, and I ended up coming up with a nice little station for myself, as you see in these videos. And on the other side, this was my room. So on the other side, I had like a loft bed, and on that side, I had my barbering station. So yeah, that was really nice. I also ended up starting doing house calls. Shout out my girl, she's amazing. She ended up buying me this Barber bag from G&B, and I would just do house calls for my boys. So I still lived a little bit away from my original clientele, but I had the Barber bag, and I ended up being a house call, and I would go back to my home city, I guess you can say, and just cut everybody up there. So that was really nice. Yeah, straight after high school, I went straight to barber school, and it was great, man. Just because I had an amazing instructor, I had an amazing class, and some of the things that I was doing when I was there, I would sit in the front row closest to the instructor, and anytime we could give out free haircuts, I made sure to get as much reps as I can. And I just cared. I did all the book work. I made sure to do everything right on time and just care. That was it. Another thing that I was doing is I ended up shadowing at Headlines Barbershop. So I didn't work at the barbershop prior. So I ended up shadowing there on Saturdays. I would sweep. I would help up all the barbers that needed help. I would shadow, and I was there. I was present, and I was consistent on the times that I was going. It was always Saturday at 9 a.m. I was there. So the shop owner and the crew of Headlines Barbershop saw that I was taking initiative, and they gave me an opportunity to work there right after barber school, and I've been working there since March 30th. Right now it's August 17th, so it's about like 4 or 5 months, and honestly, man, it's been great. I feel like I've been putting out some quality work, and not just the actual haircut, but the service that I've been giving, and just seeing like people walk in very like low on confidence, you know, needing someone to talk to, me to just be there to just restore that confidence and just speak to them about life and what they've been going through. It's just so amazing to do that, and thankfully I've been able to get some pretty good money off of that, just bringing value to people as much as I can. I am 19 years old, so I'm still young and I have a lot to learn. I'm still not an experienced vet by any means. The exciting part of all of this is that I will be moving barbershop soon to Headlines Barbershop Bloomingdale. So we're expanding, and we're going to have a nice, amazing crew, a nice, amazing atmosphere. Everything will be great. The culture and everything that we have is just so exciting to see, and I'm just ecstatic to just be a part of this. So I will be documenting this more often, just because I think I owe it to myself, and I owe it to other people, because I know when I was young and I was watching YouTube videos, I was just trying to see what I wanted to do, and I was always be influenced of what I see and what I saw other people doing, and I just want to be that, maybe to someone else, but also remember where I came from. You know, I think always documenting and seeing these videos years from now, it'll be great to see like how far I've come and what my mindset was when I was 19. So I wish I would have done it at 14, but no better time than now. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. If you all did get here to the end, I really appreciate you. And yeah, take care of yourself. And I'll see you at the next one, I guess. Yeah, bye.